Welcome to Bullish by FX. Please make sure to subscribe and turn the bell so you'll be the first to get notified in our next video. Hello traders, it's your one and only Forex coach Tim Legend, and I'm super excited having you all here today on this one. Alright guys, you know how we roll in this channel, right? All we want to do is to give you guys content that helps you win in the financial markets. Okay, and thanks so much to all who wished us a wonderful happy 3 years anniversary yesterday, which we made a 3 years anniversary right in the Bullish by FX Academy. And our goal is to keep moving forward and training many, lifting many, and helping many rise in the financial markets. All right, so right now in my previous video that I posted, I got quite some questions like, hey Tim, where do we set our take profits, and where do we set our stop losses? Quite a lot. Okay, so I'll be elaborating more on that in this video. But before I proceed, you want to do me a little favor: smash the subscribe button and turn the notification bell. The notification bell is really important because the moment I release a new content, you get notified, and you will likely be the first person to get notified because your bell is on. So smash the subscribe button now and turn the bell on. If you've done that, congratulations to you. Okay, now the next thing you also want to do is to make sure you join us on Telegram, because right here on Telegram we post free signals and you don't want to miss out a single thing. You want to make sure you join us, follow us bomber to bomber. As you can see, we are currently growing. We're about 3,876 subscribers now. You want to make sure you join us, and let's keep growing the community. We post free signals and you don't want to miss out a single thing. All right traders, so let's proceed. So in this video right now, I'll be showing you, already in my previous video I've showed you the strategy that I always use to trade, especially the volatility 75 markets, and other markets I use the simple support and resistance strategy. And now the questions were like, Tim, where do we set our take profits and all the rest? Okay, now if you notice, if you observe in this trade, I've actually been on this trade. I took the entry around here. All right, and then the price has actually moved in good profits in my favor. Then I decided to lock my profits. All right, I decided to lock my profits around here, and then I decided to place another trade right here right now. Okay, having my stop loss set right above here. Now there's a mistake that I've just made, which I purposely made it because of this video, so that I can show you guys in order for you to learn how I usually set my stop losses. Okay, now because I'm using the support and resistance strategy, and this support and resistance simply means that whenever price gets to support, there's every tendency that it can push back to resistance, and whenever it gets to resistance, it can push back to support. Okay, that's a simple rule that you want to understand about support and resistance. Okay, the mistake that I said that I purposely made in order to show you guys something is, now you can observe I have resistance here. All right, on the other hand, I'm also going to have resistance here. Okay, I'm also going to have what? Resistance right here. This is a resistance zone. You can see it pushed price to the downside, and on the other hand, as it pushed price to the downside, what happened? Price found some support somewhere around here, and price pushed back to the upside. So what is that trying to tell you? That is to tell you that this place is automatically a support level. So meaning that I should have a support around here. So if I'm setting a stop loss, I took this trade here right now. Setting the stop loss here is really not safe. The best place for me to actually set the stop loss is right above. Okay, just set it right above. So that's just the best place for you to set this stop loss. Why do I say so? You can see you took your entry here. With the reason why I took this entry right now, you already know. I took it because this is a resistance zone. Okay, if you look in the past, you'll observe that it was once a support which has turned resistance. Okay, it was once a support which now has turned what? Into resistance, and that was why I placed this trade. So I took it as this is just a retest, and believing that it's still going to go deep down to where we have where we have the final supports. All right, though I know when it gets somewhere here, it's still going to struggle. Okay, but irrespective of all the struggles, I believe that it's still going to get down to the lowest part. All right, and that is why I placed that sell here. So the right place for me to actually set my stop loss is right above here. Okay, because if I set my stop loss here, is not far away. Like, even if the stop loss is going to be hit, all right, it might likely just take $5 or $10, because I always trade using the lowest lot size. Okay, you always want to make sure that your risk management inclined, very important. Okay, so having my stop loss right above this support level that is likely going to turn resistant is quite the best place to set my stop loss. So I will make sure that I do that for all these new trades that I took. Now you might likely be asking me, oh Tim, what about the stop losses I'm seeing around here? Now all the stop losses you're seeing here is actually the stop loss for this trades which I took here, which, as you can see, currently I'm still running in profit of those early trades. Okay, now these are the new trades that I took. They are still in loss for the meantime. So these are the stop losses for these trades that I took here. So I just locked this profit. So even if price hits it, it's going to hit me out in profits. Okay, so that's for that. But for these stop losses that you're seeing here, these are for the new trades which I have just taken. So the best place for me to set my stop loss in order for these new trades to be safer is here. Now, what is the logic about behind it? The logic behind it is that this resistance zone already, which if I use my rectangle to mark it out like this, okay, I'll just mark it out like this. Okay, so here already is a resistance zone. Okay, so I know price is really going to struggle before it breaks out of here, which, as you can see, you can observe the struggles already. All right, it's going to struggle before it breaks out of here, and if it struggles and goes through, it's still going to struggle again. It's still going to struggle again before it breaks out of this new support which has turned resistant. It's still going to struggle here before it gets in. So if price doesn't find a way out, so if price doesn't turn from here going back down, it might likely turn from here. So in that way, my stop loss is safe. Now, what about your take profit? As a trader, now when I place this first trade, all right, my anticipated TP1, okay, was actually on this support level here. Okay, because for taking this trade from here, I know that this is the nearest level, and whenever price gets it, you might likely struggle to push back to the upside. So that's going to be my first take profit level. Now, take profit, not really that I'm going to take profit, but it simply means that I'm going to lock profit. I always tell my traders, you always want to make sure you lock profit. Don't exit the market. All right, just instead of exiting the market, just lock your profits, because sometimes you might likely lock profit and only to notice that price just moved a bit and kept on going in your favor, and you'll be like, whoa, how wish I left the trade running. And sometimes you'll be tempted to even open another new trade, only for you to find out that maybe when you open another new trade, price begins turning against you. So to prevent those kind of things from happening, the best thing to do is to lock your profit. So since I placed this trade here, my TP1 was actually on the nearest support. So that's what you always want to do. If you're selling and you place yourself from any resistance zone, your TP1 should be the nearest support. I hope I'm communicating. Please, if you understood it clearly, comment the nearest support. Okay, so I will be sure that you heard me clearly and you understand and you're learning. All right, so if you place a trade from any resistance zone, if you place a sell from any resistance zone, where should be your TP1? The nearest support. So if price breaks through the nearest support and keeps going in your favor, what you want to do, okay, first of all, once price hits your nearest support, what you want to do is you want to take your stop loss, because for instance, if you place the trade here, your stop loss has to be above. All right, now the moment price hits your TP1, the first thing you want to do is to drag your stop loss from here to here, just a bit. Not that you want to move it so close, no. Okay, remember at that time price was likely on this support level, this line. So you don't want to I'm coming, I just want to bring this arrow. Okay, so at that time price was where? At this support line. So if price was at this support line, you don't want to put your stop loss close like this. You want to leave your stop loss just a bit like this. Okay, so this little place is a little profit for you, and then you want to give price this entire space to play around, because if you notice, you will observe that when price actually got to my TP1, what did you see that happened? The bulls likely pushed up again. You could see that in this candle. All right, the bulls pushed up, and that's why this candle created a wick, and this was where it closed before the next candle opened and the bears started pushing down. So that's for you to know that whenever price gets to any support level, there's always going to be a reaction. So you always want to make sure you give price the breathing space to play around in order to continue the new move. So the first thing you want to do is what? You drag your stop loss like this. Like whenever I drop signals, I always tell traders, protect your profits. And a lot of traders come to my DM sometimes and ask me, what do you mean by protect your profit? That's what I mean. I mean, take your stop loss from where it was, put it in front of your trade and lock it up there. So that means you have locked your profit. So the next thing you want to do is, if you see price now going in your favor, going straight to your TP2, where is going to be your TP2? Right, if you have an idea of the TP1 already, which I told you that your TP1 is going to be the nearest support, so where is going to be your TP2? Drop the comments. I'm not going to tell you about that. I need you to analyze it yourself. Tell me about it. Where is going to be your TP2? Comment it below. I want to make sure you guys understand it, and I will make sure that I commend you guys in my next video about those who commented rightly. Okay, so your TP2, you should know where your TP2 is, since you already know where your TP1 is. So once price is heading to your TP2, all right, all you need to do is what? The stop loss you have placed here before, you keep dragging it gradually. So what you're doing now is you're following the market with wisdom. The more it's going deeper, the more you're dragging your stop loss up, protecting more profits. And that's exactly what I did until price got to this level. And you can see my stop losses right here waiting. So if price decides right now to keep going deeper, all I would do is to keep locking more profits deeper. All right, my final TP actually is right here. Okay, so if price gets here, what I'm going to do is to leave my stop loss somewhere around here, and I'm okay for the day. So that's how we do it in this market, traders. So I want to make sure that you really understand. If you understood this concept right now, please smash the like button and show me the love. All right, I want to see at least 100 likes on this video to make sure that a lot of you are learning what I'm teaching you. All right, so smash the like button if you really love this video, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave it on the comment section, and I will also make sure that I talk about it maybe in my next video. For the meantime, traders, make sure you join our Telegram community. Stay safe and keep winning.